Hey guys, thanks for joining me. Today I'm going to be reviewing this book from Robert Deis and Wyatt Doyle, and I'll be giving you some background information on the subject at hand, and that is the immortal Mort Kunstler. Mort Kunstler was born on August 28, 1931 in Brooklyn, New York. His dad was an amateur artist and gave Mort art supplies at a very early age, and before Mort was even old enough to go to school, he was able to draw pretty realistic scenes. Needless to say, Mort was an outlier and was able to focus on art in high school, where he was taught by the legendary Leon Friend, who released the seminal book Graphic Design in 1936. Künstler attended the Pratt Institute in New York and began working as a freelance illustrator before he even graduated. Though many would think that there would be plenty of opportunities for an illustrator in the early 1950s, there actually was a mass exodus towards spending money in TV ads, as many of the advertising giants saw that as the new frontier. Needless to say, Künstler was able to get work in the mid-1950s doing magazine covers for publications such as the Saturday Evening Post, Classics Illustrated, Sports Afield, Boys Life, Outdoor Life, and as well as Men's Adventure, Mail, and True magazine. What's really interesting to me about him is that he seems to have two very distinct fan bases throughout his career that offer very little crossover. He obviously got his name out there painting Pulp magazine covers, while at the busiest, he was averaging 3 covers and 4 inside illustrations a month, where he was often working 13-hour days. But the lengthiest part of his career was when he was working for National Geographic, as well as Aurora, Renewal, and other plastic bottle kit manufacturers. One other interesting tidbit of information was that he was the first artist to ever interpret the Corleone family when Mario Puzo serialized The Godfather beginning in the August issue of Mail magazine in 1969. Now, on for the review of the book. One thing about the book that I think a lot of people who are fans of Mort Kunstler are going to like is the fact that it has a few very well written pages at the beginning that fill you in on some of his backstory, and the rest of the book is nothing but full-size reprints of his work. It's pretty refreshing to see a book where it actually gives you what you want. This is obviously not meant to be a biography, and it wastes no time getting to the good stuff. One thing that I really like about the book is the size of it. I would imagine that this may be, in many cases, as close to a one-to-one reprint of how they appeared in the original magazines or book covers. And best of all, you get the full illustration without the magazine title at the top of them, where you can see how he composes each of the paintings while considering text placement. The images in the book are just fantastic and really make you want to know what the story is behind those illustrations. You just don't find pulpy stories like that anymore, and when you see some of these covers, it just makes you think, why are there so many serious, technically slow burn stories out there? Let's get on with some action, huh? And now for the negatives. I can see some people having a slight issue with the paper choice and print quality of the book. If you're looking for a coffee table book, this is not it. The paper is a bit thin, and finding true black is pretty much impossible. However, I do think that this is the perfect presentation to highlight the art that adorns so many newsstands all those decades ago. Also, if the paper were of a higher quality, you can rest assured that the price of the book would be much higher. All in all, this is a great book for anybody who is a fan of the pulp magazines, and even for art students who want to get a crash course on creating dynamic compositions without having to refer to the genre of comic book art. Affiliate links are in the description below, and as always, be like water, my friends. Thanks for checking us out. Bye.